And here is the Vegan's Almanac for today, the 11th of December. December 11th is Holiday Food Drive for Needy Animals Day. The day commemorates vulnerable animals worldwide and thanks those who volunteer to help them in their distress. Looking for an easy way to feel great today? Consider donating pet food to an animal shelter near you. Cash donations help run their daily operations, but you can also give food, blankets, beds, and toys. The publication of Diet for a New America by John Robbins was on this day in 2011. From John Robbins, a new edition of the classic that awakened the conscience of a nation. Since the 1987 publication of Diet for a New America, beef consumption in the United States has fallen a remarkable 19%. While many forces are contributing to this dramatic shift in our habits, Diet for a New America is considered to be one of the most important. Diet for a New America is a startling examination of the food we currently buy and eat in the United States, and the astounding moral, economic, and emotional price we pay for it. In Section 1, John Robbins takes an extraordinary look at our dependence on animals for food and the inhumane conditions under which these animals are raised. It becomes clear that the price we pay for our eating habits is measured in the suffering of animals, a suffering so extreme and needless that it disrupts our very place in the web of life. Section 2 challenges the belief that consuming meat is a requirement for health by pointing out the vastly increased rate of disease caused by it. The author shows us that the high health risk is unnecessary and that the production, preparation, and consumption of food can once again be a healthy process. In Section 3, Robbins looks at the global implications of a meat-based diet and concludes that the consumption of the resources necessary to produce meat is a major factor in our ecological crisis. Eloquently, evocatively, and entertainingly written, it is a can't-put-down book, guaranteed to amaze, infuriate, but ultimately educate and empower the reader. A pivotal book nominated for the Pulitzer Prize for nonfiction. And the publication of the article Animal Sentience, the Other Mind's Problem by Stevan Harnad was on this day in 2015. The only feelings we can feel are our own. When it comes to the feelings of others, we can only infer them based on their behavior unless they tell us. This is the other mind's problem. We cohabitate the planet with other species, most of them very different from our own, and none of them able to talk to us. Inferring whether and what they feel is important not only for scientific but also for ethical reasons. Because where feelings are felt, they can also be hurt. As animals are at long last beginning to be accorded legal status and protection as sentient beings, we should be devoted to exploring in depth what, how, and why organisms feel. Stevan Harnad is professor of cognitive science at Université du Québec à Montréal and University of Southampton. Harnad is becoming increasingly active in the problems of animal welfare, animal rights, and animal law. And here's a poem for today by Emily Dickinson, who was born on this day. I dwell in possibility. I dwell in possibility, a fairer house than prose, more numerous of windows, superior for doors, of chambers as the cedars, impregnable of eye, and for an everlasting roof, the gambrels of the sky, of visitors the fairest, for occupation this, the spreading wide my narrow hands to gather paradise. I dwell in possibility by Emily Dickinson. This has been the Vegan's Almanac with the reminder that when it comes to creating a vegan world, let us dwell in possibility.